Hello everyone, my name is A. Kai and I would like to discuss about the Boltzmann machine. Okay, first of all, I want to discuss about what is the Boltzmann machine. The Boltzmann machine is a statistical in nature and is derived from the field of thermodynamics. It is similar to error correction learning and is also used during the supervised training. Neural network that also can use Boltzmann learning are called the Boltzmann machine as well. Okay, first of all, I want to discuss about what is the Boltzmann machine. Boltzmann machine also is called the generative and supervised model, and also involved learning probability distributions from an original database, and is also used to make the inference about never before seen data. It is normally said that the first invented is in 1985 by Geoffrey Hinton, a professor of the University of Toronto. He is a kind of leading figures in the deep learning community. We call him as a godfather of the deep learning. So what is the Boltzmann machine? Okay, the Boltzmann machine is related to the Boltzmann learning also. It is a statistical in nature and is derived from the field of the thermodynamic. It is similar to error corrections learning and it is also used during supervised training. Neural networks that use Boltzmann machine are also called the Boltzmann machine. Okay. So why we study the Boltzmann machine? Because it can use to solve the two quite different computational problems. Okay, let me tell why the two different or two categories of Boltzmann machine in the following slide. Here is the use of the Boltzmann machine to target the two different sets of computational problems. First is they have a search problems. The Boltzmann machine is like it can fix the weight on the connection, which are really used as the cost versions of the optimization procedures. Another one is the learning problems. It means that it can give a set of binary data vectors. It is our goal to find the weight on the connection to optimize the training process. Boltzmann machine update the weight value by solving the many iterations of the search problem as well. Here is the two categories of the Boltzmann machine. First is energy-based model we call the EBMS, and another one is the restricted Boltzmann machine RBM. Energy-based model (EBMS), according to the Tsai, Shenfei, and Yuten 2016, EBMS was for considering a particular significance of the negative log likelihood, which is called the energy, and a brief timeframe later computing the thickness with a certificable standardization. The status of the EBMS remained truly tangled apart from the game plan of a determinate Q-neural relationship, as the pairs require deliberate plan to solve valid calculations to manage its trademarks immovably. Moreover, the purpose of the EBMS is strategical modeling and the machine learning is to encode the dependency between variables. EBMS also captures the dependency between variables by associating a scalar energy to each configuration of the variable. And then the EBMS can be seen as an alternative to probabilistic estimations for predictions, classification, or the decision-making tasks, because there is no requirement for problem normalization. We can discuss about the thermodynamic, like a part is our medical law, compare model, and like a commemorate to CNN and still no mathematical formula still. So we just can assure that we can do within the business, and then we can do the formula. So maybe that formula is in the in the paper. I really know that this is really hard to deal with that. Um, yeah. So, but it's kind of really interesting part of it for the Boltzmann machine. Yeah. Learning in the EBM is a critical like a questions because have a critical question because how many energies of the incorrect answer must be explicitly put before the energy surface take the right shape. This is the kind of question I found in the paper, and this is like an interesting question. So energy-based laws. As for the answer, energy-based laws function that pull up the most often incorrect answer only pull up on the single energy at each learning iterations. So what is the restricted Boltzmann machine? It is a specific type of the Boltzmann machine, and it have two layers of unit. As in the picture, the first layer consists of the visible unit, and the second layer have a hidden unit. In this restricted architecture, there are no connection between units in the layer. So why Boltzmann machine restricted? Invented by the Gregory Hinton, restricted Boltzmann machine is an algorithm useful for dimensionally reduction, classification, regression, cooperative filtering, feature learning, and topic modeling. Moreover, for the restricted Boltzmann machine, the implementation is extremely difficult and is coming to picture. And these restricted Boltzmann machine has have only one difference. We can know that visible nodes are not interconnected. RBN is we can see that RBN is a parameterized generative model representing a probability distribution used to compare the probability of the observations and to sample from the learned distribution, in particular from marginal distributions of interest. It can also receive a lot of attention after being proposed as a building block of multi-layer learning architecture, and we can call this that one called the deep belief network. I will say it on another side for that. How does a restricted Boltzmann machine work? A restricted Boltzmann machine is a generated artificial neural network that can learn the probability distributions over a set of input. Not even that, it's called an unrestricted Boltzmann machine may have a connection between the hidden unit. As I said earlier, it have like a connection between the hidden unit. So we have a uses of the RBM during the beginning of the learning. RBM also used to assemble as an assortment of the uses kinds of uses is called the dimensionary decrease recommender framework or the topic demonstrating, or like lately RBN also nearly supplanted by the generative adversarial network GM or the variation autoencoder VAE in various AI applications. That is, I read it from the GL and the KA 2020 August 18. So what is the deep belief network? The deep belief network is a multi-layer learning architecture that uses a style of the IBM to extract deep representations of the training data, a deep hierarchical representation of the training data. In like the kinds of design, the hidden layer of each subnetwork serves as the visible layer for the upcoming subnetwork. First of all, I want to tell before mentioning about the higher request Boltzmann machine, I want to mention about the learning in Boltzmann machine. We can observe in learning in Boltzmann machine, we can observe the data for the binary states for every unit in the Boltzmann machine. Maybe the learning problem is convex, so there are no non-global optimal in the parameter space. Learning becomes much more interesting if the Boltzmann machine consists of some visible unit. Visible unit. So, and then we have a like higher orders Boltzmann machine. This is the according to the Gregory Hampton, regardless of the whether a higher request Boltzmann machine is of down to earth, as things depend on the trade-off between the expanded numbers of associations and the diminished learning time. As of now, if it isn't realized how learning in Boltzmann machines scale with the size and the traverse of an issue. Boltzmann machine should be the considerable to Rena's higher request Boltzmann machine for little issue, and the contrast them and the traditional second request Boltzmann machine. As for the conclusions, the Boltzmann machine is a very generic bidirectional network of connected neurons. For instance, neurons within a given layer are interconnected, adding an extra dimension to the mathematical representation of a network tangents. Thank you for everyone. Appreciate listening. Thank you.